people. Welcome to the Somatic Psychologist. My name is Melanie. I'm a psychologist, psycho and trauma therapist. And here I will be doing somatic exercises where we learn to regulate our nervous system, but also how to hold negative emotions better so they can be better released, and also create more of a vessel to expand positive emotions better in our body. So getting more used to holding and having positive emotions, because sometimes we're conditioned to hold on to negative emotions rather than going to positive ones. So today I'd love to do a little exercise with you when you don't feel good, when either something is hurting in your body or something just feels off, something simply doesn't feel right. So let's start off by finding a comfortable place and taking some moments to settle. Follow your breath. Simply notice how you inhale and how you're exhaling. Simply noticing how your lung is filling up with air when you inhale, and how when you're exhaling, everything is just going out, releasing. From that place now, let's have a look where it feels bad, where it simply doesn't feel all right. Have a scan in your body. Maybe there is a particular place where you can feel this uncomfortableness, or maybe it's just an all-over feeling. Be curious. And whilst staying with that sensation, I want you to put one hand with your wrist on your shoulder and the second hand with your wrist on your knee. So we're working with the ether element, and we want to create some space and stay with that feeling of it not feeling all right. If you could give that sensation kind of a shape or a color, how would it look? Is it dense or airy? Has it got a particular color or surface? Be curious. How does it look? we can also change our positioning. So put your one hand with your wrist on your shoulder and your second hand with your wrist on your knee, and stay with that sensation. Not feeling good. If you could give that feeling or sensation a sound, what would it sound like? This feeling of feeling bad or not good. Maybe it would be a sound of disgust. Or maybe a sound, the sound of a raven. Whatever the sound would be. Hear it in your head. And stay a bit longer with that feeling of not feeling good. We can also change our hand positioning in case it's possible for you to touch your feet joints, so like here. And be curious, what's changing with that feeling? Is it still as present as it was before? Or does it seem a bit more dispersed? Be curious. And if there were words you could use to describe that feeling, what words would they be? Maybe something like, this doesn't feel right. Or I don't feel good. If the feeling had some words, what would they say? And now, moving away from that feeling of things not being quite right, quite good. How does it feel when things are good or right? We can also put our hands on our hip bones. Maybe you can think of a situation or the feeling, the sensation of things being all right, things being good. Where can you feel that? You can also use one hand to put it on the place where you can feel that feeling the strongest, and leave one hand on your hips. So I'm putting one of my hands here and leave the other hand on my hip. And I'm just staying with either the situation or simply that feeling of things being good, things being all right. and focus your attention on expanding that feeling in your body. So, whichever place you feel it strongest, give it permission to enlarge, to expand. And if you could have words to describe that feeling of things being good, things being all right, what would they be? Maybe something like, everything's great. Or, I feel good. Whatever your words should be, speak them with a clear and strong voice. And notice what is happening by speaking them. I feel great. We can also put our hands on our knees now and let this feeling ground. Go to the situation or this feeling where things were great. Stay with that sensation where everything was good, where everything was great. Now we're slowly coming back to our place, taking some moments to stretch, move, wake up again a bit, and simply notice what feels different now since we started. If we still can feel that feeling of things not feeling all right, or if things do feel all right or great in this moment. And yeah, with these new feelings and sensations, I'm gonna let you go into your day, into your night. It was very nice having you here, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.